Excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Happiness is the meaning and the purpose of life, the whole aim and end of human existence. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. The more you know, the more you realize you don't know. The ultimate value of life depends upon awareness and the power of contemplation. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. Pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work. The aim of art is to represent not the outward appearance of things, but their inward significance. Friendship is a single soul dwelling into bodies. The energy of the mind is the essence of life. The more you know, the more you know you don't know. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. Quality is not an act, it is a habit. The wise man does not expose himself needlessly to danger. Happiness depends upon ourselves. Nature does nothing in vain. The educated differ from the uneducated as much as the living from the dead. It is not enough to win a war, it is more important to organize the peace. To avoid criticism, say nothing, do nothing, be nothing. We must be the change we wish to see in the world. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. The worst form of inequality is to try to make things equal. The high-minded man must care more for the truth than for what people think. Wise men speak because they have something to say, fools because they have to say something. A friend to all, is a friend to none. Excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. Man is by nature a social animal. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. Happiness is the meaning and the purpose of life, the whole aim and end of human existence. The soul never thinks without a picture. The secret to humor is surprise. The aim of the wise is not to secure pleasure, but to avoid pain. A great city is not to be confounded with a populous one. Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. Those who educate children well are more to be honored than they who produce them, for these only gave them life. Those the art of living well. Democracy is when the indigent, and not the men of property, are the rulers. The ideal man bears the accidents of life with dignity and grace, making the best of circumstances. The end of labor is to gain leisure. The one exclusive sign of thorough knowledge is the power of teaching. Wit is educated insolence. Pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. Happiness is a state of activity. The law is reason, free from passion. What is a friend? A single soul dwelling in two bodies. He who has overcome his fears will truly be free. The educated differ from the uneducated as much as the living differ from the dead. The greatest virtues are those which are most useful to other persons. It is not enough to win a war. It is more important to organize the peace. The energy of the mind is the essence of life. Quality is not an act, it is a habit. Pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work. Wishing to be friends is quick work, but friendship is a slow ripening fruit. Happiness depends upon ourselves. Don't says these two words to a woman. K. The one-word response. I want you to have my babies, the overwhelming emotional text.